You know, have you ever really thought about the letters we use every day? I mean, what if they weren't just symbols on a page? What if they were actual living beings with their own stories, their own personalities, even relationships? Well, today, we're going to explore a really fascinating source that imagines exactly that.
And our story kicks off with this line. Wow. It's so powerful, right? Almost mythic. It just perfectly sets the stage. You can picture this empty universe, this total blank canvas, just waiting for the first spark of language to happen.
And so, we meet our main character. Out of this huge empty space, the very first sign of life shows up. Just one single solitary letter, setting out on a journey with no map.
It's the letter A. But, and this is the key, in this story, it's not just a shape. Nope, it's a being. It's a character with its own personality, its own hopes, standing all alone, like the very first explorer in a brand new world. So, what's A all about? Well, this profile tells us A isn't just the first letter in the lineup. It's a true pioneer. It's got this curious, adventurous spirit. It's optimistic, playful, and even its shape, described as slender with a single stroke, kind of suggests it's agile, right? Like it's ready to just zip off and see what's out there.
But of course, I wasn't going to be alone forever. The universe of our little story is about to get a lot bigger. We're shifting from just one character to a whole community. And you know what that means? New arrivals, new energy, and yeah, a little bit of mystery.
And then, bam, a new presence arrives. What's so interesting here is that the source material doesn't give us a profile for this one. Nothing. Which honestly makes its arrival even more intriguing. It's just a presence. A new vibe, a new energy entering the world.
So this new presence, it's the letter Sha or Shaw. And its arrival is huge because it immediately forms the very first bond. The source says they instantly pair up, Shot or Ush. Think about that. That's the first connection, the first little spark of a relationship in this whole universe.
Okay, and then two more letters show up, and they are like night and day. A perfect complementary pair. You've got M, the wise, creative thinker, and then you have N, the tough, practical doer. It's like the artist and the engineer, you know? Let's look at M. It brings this totally different vibe to the group. It's described as wise and artistic, and you can almost see it in its shape, right? That rounded with a flowing curve thing. It just feels thoughtful, imaginative.
And then, in complete contrast, you have N, the builder. This one's all about being practical and resilient. Look at its form, angular with a strong base. It just screams stability, right? It's resourceful. It's here to make things happen and make them last. All right, so let's recap. We've got our cast. A, the adventurer, Sh, the mystery, M, the artist, and N, the builder. The stage is totally set. And what happens next? Well, it's pretty much a creative explosion.
And this is the key moment. It's like a chain reaction. So first, the obvious pairs form up, right? The adventurer A and the mystery Sh, they find each other. The thinker M and the doer N, they team up. But then things get really interesting. They start to mix and match. The artist connects with the adventurer, the practical builder finds the mystery, and just like that, boom, this whole flurry of new combinations just sparks into being.
So, from these first few simple pairings, something huge and complex starts to grow. We're way past just 4 letters now. This is the birth of a whole system, a network of meaning, the very foundation that's going to allow for, well, infinite stories. And the source just leaves us with that simple, powerful line. From those first 4 letters, just messing around and connecting with each other, everything else came to be. I mean, every word, every sentence, every story we've ever told. It all started there. So really, what's the big takeaway here? It's this really beautiful, poetic way of looking at our alphabet, isn't it? It's asking us to think about the tools we use to communicate every single day in a totally new light. I mean, if A is the adventurer and N is the builder, what about B? Or S? Or Z? What kind of characters are they? What stories do all the other letters have to tell?